What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ling with another Alpha Mindset video, and today I wanted to talk about, keeping that streak alive, right? Like protecting that streak with everything that you got. Since I've been doing this journey, since I've been trying to work on, building myself into the 2.0 version, trying to push myself to become more than I used to be, or what most people would say, creating the level up, right? As I'm engaging in, this expansion phase in my life, it's really easy to start to feel all of the negative pull from the universe, right? It's really interesting, and I'm going to explain it in a way that is hopefully going to make more sense for you. If you've ever tried to go on a diet in your life, you've experienced this where you get really excited, you get really motivated, and you start something, and that's when there's a party plan that you have to go to. That's when, you have this social event and people are going to be pushy with the food, right? That's when something happens at work, and it's just easy to go have a couple beers instead of sticking to the diet or the plan that you had, right? So it's usually when life starts to happen, when things start to get thrown at you, that's when you tend to break from the program or the script or the plan that you put out for yourself, right? So the reality is that, these are all tests, right? So when we hear that calling inside to make a change, when we hear that it's time to be more, oftentimes we're going to get hit with the resistance. And it's funny that I'm wearing this Training for Warriors shirt because, when we were training for Warriors, Coach Martin would always say, the resistance is always out there trying to work against you, right? It's these forces that are working against you when you try to make traction in a different direction, right? We talked about it in the past videos, the law of contraction and expansion. Well, when you start to experience the level ups, you're going to have different things that go wrong that are going to pull against you. And it's honestly a test, right? Like, it's a test to see, are you ready for the expansion? And I see so many people, including myself in the past, fail when the test is present, right? It's time to put all of the thoughts, all of the beliefs to action, and that's the hardest time, right? So today, guys, I want to talk about not breaking, right? So today was one of those tests. There was a lot of things going on, personal life. I'll save that for a different video. But there was a lot of tests. There was a lot of things that stood in the way of me being able to do this video, right? And I could have used an excuse. And today was one of those days where it just felt like it was easy to make an excuse. Today, as I got in my workout, I remember being in the workout this morning, being like, man, this is really hard today. Like, my body feels beat up. I feel tired. I don't feel like doing this work at all. I got a lot of things going on outside. I really just want to skip this workout. But it was in that moment that I realized that workout was the root, that workout was the actual thing that was going to help me, right? The workout was going to give me the strength to be able to engage in the rest of the stuff that I had for the rest of the day. And then when it came time to do my routine, when it comes to the meditation, right? The sauna, my sauna meditation and all that good stuff, like the cold shower. Well, this was the hardest cold shower that I've done probably, at least not when I got in the water, but leading up to the water, it was difficult, right? Because when you're in that negative mindset, when you're in that frame, because like, here's the thing, people think that you just stay in this positive mindset the whole time, but that's the reality is that you have to work towards that every day. So when you're working towards it each day, you're going to have negative pulls, right? These are the things that you can't control, right? These are your friends, right? Your loved ones, your coworkers, it could be your child. Like, there's going to be things that happen that are out of your control. Byron Katie says there are 3 types of business. your business, other people's business, and God's business. Anytime we're worrying about anyone's business besides our business, well, that's when we get ourselves into trouble, right? If you're worrying about things that are out of your control, well, that's God's business. If you're worrying about gossip or what your friend's doing or what someone else is doing, well, that's somebody else's business. And typically when we're worrying about other people's business, we're not focused on ours. So the reality is that you got to stay focused on your stuff, stay focused on your process. And if you never break that process, I promise you, you'll be able to handle so much more, right? The level ups only comes to those who are ready for them. The level ups only comes to those who deserve them. So if you haven't done the work, you're not going to be able to experience the rewards at the next level. That's just how the game works. That's why it's hard. That's why there's a resistance. That's why when you feel like you're starting to make the climb, you're going to get hit with some negativity. You're going to get hit with a problem. You're going to get hit with some people who are not going to be in alignment with where you want to go. So when that happens, what are you going to do? Stick to the plan, stick to the program, get your workout in, get your meditation, right? Do all this stuff, spend the quality time with the people that matter. That's when you double down on the routine, right? It's when life is challenging you the most. That's when you use the blueprint, right? Everyone thinks the blueprint's for when everything's going well, but the reality is the blueprint's for when things actually are not going well, so that you can flip the script and make them go back to going well. So recently I was experiencing a contraction phase. My cash flow was getting constricted in multiple different areas. We had a problem with a processor that billed me for something that they weren't supposed to bill me the full amount for, and it messed up my cash flow. We had payments going back to the government for things that I had to do from COVID. So that was a contraction phase, but it was sticking to the process that allowed me to come out on the other end and stay in a positive mindset that allowed me to still continue to do the work, continue to put out offers, continue to bring new clients in the door, continue to grow other areas in our business. And because I did that, right, I didn't allow that contraction phase to pull me down and stay down. I understood that the expansion was on the other end, and I just had to push through. So today, guys, I'm here to remind you, if you're going through something, it's not time to fall back to your old habits. It's time to push forward to the new you. Let's go.